Hello, friends and fellow Disney fans. Welcome back to the Jamie Thomas Show. My name's Brad.
And I'm Jamie.
And today we're talking about our must-dos at the different Disney parks, specifically the Magic Kingdom.
Thank you for watching, guys. Today we are going to be talking about our what to do guide of the Magic Kingdom. You might only have maybe like a day at the parks and you can't do it all. So we are going to be talking about the highlights. But first, let's talk a little bit about ourselves and the channel. Like I said before, I am Jamie. Our channel is here to give you Disney planning content, tips, tricks for your next Disney vacation. And I am a travel agent specializing in Disney and Universal vacations. So if you're interested in booking your next Disney vacation with me, you can find all of my information in the description below.
So if you want to help out our channel a little bit, take a moment, like this video, leave us a comment, and subscribe so you can get more of this free Disney planning content. So over the last few weeks, we've actually been getting a lot of comments from people, particularly in our live videos actually, asking for us to do kind of a guide or a what are the must-dos at each of the parks. And so we thought we would do this and start with what better than Magic Kingdom?
Yeah, we got to start with the headliner, right?
Of course.
Biggest thing is to get to the park early, because that is going to be when you are going to experience the least amount of crowds. And whenever we get to Magic Kingdom, we always head straight to Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, because that is the newest ride and it is one of the funnest rides, isn't it?
It's awesome. I think there's a lot of Disney magic to be had at this ride. It's one of these rare ones that's effectively an entire family pleaser. It's not just for your older kids, but it has kind of the thrill ride aspect of it, but then it also has the slow check out the Disney characters in the middle of it. There's really nothing else like it in the parks, and it does tend to get very, very long lineups. And so even if you don't have a fast pass, if you are able to get there right at rope drop, that is one you can get on quickly, experience it with the entire family, and still have your entire day left after you've ridden it.
And then usually after that, we're not like huge breakfast eaters, so we'd go over to Gaston's Tavern and we would get one of the giant cinnamon rolls there.
Oh, I love these cinnamon rolls.
Oh, they're huge too. So usually our family gets maybe one or two of them, depending on how hungry we are.
We get two now.
Yeah, we get two now.
Our boys are getting bigger.
Yes.
Two at least, maybe three. We also tend to get a LeFou's brew.
Yes.
LeFou's brew.
Yeah, it kind of tastes like a apple marshmallow kind of frozen drink almost.
Yeah, it's unique, obviously, to the Magic Kingdom park. Makes you feel like you had something right out of Beauty and the Beast. And if you're willing to spend a little more money, there's actually a collectible cup that you can get along with it. Ooh. So sometime around at this point in the day, we like to get a early morning shot in front of the castle. Now, depending on the busyness of the day, you might actually want to do this back when you first enter the park, right before you head to Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, if you get there early enough. But this is something we like to capture early before the afternoon and lunch crowd hits the park. Now, again, if we're just talking about our perfect day, depending on the crowds, we kind of watch everything. But for me, after we have done Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, got ourselves a breakfast, I'm heading over to Tomorrowland to do one of the mountains, which I think must-dos are all of the mountains at Magic Kingdom, but I'd hit up Space Mountain next.
Our daughter is a little bit too small for Space Mountain, so we tend to do rider swaps. So you usually go on with the boys, and then the boys come off, and I'll go on with the boys next while you watch Claire. Usually during that time, I'll grab my morning coffee, and often I'll go to the popcorn booth, which is right outside of Space Mountain, and I'll get one of those collectible popcorn buckets. They cost, I don't know, about $15 or something. But the nice thing about them is you can go back to any of the parks and refill them for only a couple dollars. So we kind of munch on that throughout the day.
Jamie just mentioned rider swap. If you don't know, all it is if there's someone that is not tall enough to go on the ride, too scared to go on the ride, unable to go on the ride, you can actually get a rider swap, which works kind of like a fast pass. So the person that is unable to ride can go on again, and they can actually bring on a couple people with them, including a couple people that went on.
And the best part about it is the second people that are going, they get to skip the line.
Absolutely.
They get to go down the fast pass line.
Yeah.
So it really is nice if you have kids that are under really that height requirement, and then the kids who are above the height requirement, they still get to ride with both mom and dad.
Yeah.
Another thing I like to do if I'm not over at the popcorn cart is taking my daughter over to Tomorrowland Speedway. It is kind of like little go-karts on a track. And the nice thing about it is the kids can actually get to drive. Be careful, it is going to be a rough ride if the kids are driving, but you are going to have a ton of laughs and really enjoy that. And the thing is, the wait times for that ride can get really high. So I tend to like doing it a little earlier or watching for when it's under 20 minutes or so.
And that is not a must-do for me. It is for her. I would quickly, before we get out of Tomorrowland, head over to the Laugh Factory because it's one of my favorite experiences at the Magic Kingdom. It's, if you don't know, an interactive show with the monsters from Monsters, Inc., really just trying to make you laugh. And what's fun is the show changes every time because the performers are actual people and it's interactive. You get to participate in it, and the wait time tends to be none. You walk right on usually.
So next, what we would do is if we were feeling a little peckish, we would go over to get peckish. I know, we just ate a giant cinnamon bun.
But we're at Disneyland World. We're talking about our must-dos and our
Yes.
favorite type of day. And for us, at least, we're eating lots.
Yeah, and we have kids. So sometimes we'll only get like one of these things and then we'll split it and then we'll just go eat like
we haven't even
more
ate
things.
that much at this point. We've only had a cinnamon bun.
Well, you
popcorn.
ordered 3 cinnamon buns.
We've only had 3 cinnamon buns and some popcorn.
Maybe we
So-
should have cut it back to 1 cinnamon bun or 2.
No.
and then-
There's 5 of us. There's 3 cinnamon buns.
So if we are feeling a little bit peckish, we are going to go over, near the teacups. We do not go on the teacups because we throw up on them.
Yeah, we have lots of other things to do, and I don't want to be vomiting.
I
all
don't know.
day.
The kids like it, but me and you, no, we pass on those.
Do the kids like it?
I don't know. I don't think it's like
Does anyone like it?
There are people who love it.
Strange people.
You would go up there to the Cheshire Cafe and we would grab a Cheshire cattail. It's kind of like a croissant with some yummy filling in it. I don't know how to explain it, but it's really good and you will not regret getting it.
That's right, made out of all croissant, not actual cattail.
No, definitely not. And mostly just sugar and croissant.
Yeah, like most everything at Disney World.
Yeah. And then where would we go? Probably
Well,
up
I would
to-
be grabbing my my Disney Experience app.
Yeah.
Checking the wait times for 3 things at this point.
Yeah.
Haunted Mansion, Splash Mountain, and Thunder Mountain.
Yes.
And then I would be making my way over to that side of the park. Usually Haunted Mansion isn't quite as bad. Again, it depends on the day. I'm probably hitting up Haunted Mansion before I head over to those 2 mountains.
Well, Brad is on Haunted Mansion with the boys. I'm probably staying back with Claire because she will not go on Haunted Mansion at all. Maybe we could bribe her this time, but we're just going to pretend we can't. We'll probably walk over to Sleepy Hollow and grab one of the fruit and Nutella waffles.
Delicious.
So good. We'd probably grab a few of these because our whole family absolutely loves them, and we'll get them ready to have during the parade.
Usually you're now in the afternoon. Good time to possibly get a spot alongside of kind of the rivers of America there and potentially see a parade.
Yeah, now right now there is just cavalcades, like kind of spontaneous parades going on during COVID and social distancing. But once that eases up, there will be a return of parades, I'm sure. So we're just kind of speculating this is our perfect day and the parades are back. So that's kind of where we would head next.
Yeah, I'm believing that this isn't going to last forever and we will get regular parades back. And there are so many great spots along that Rivers of America there, even just right outside of the Country Bear Jamboree, where you can get a really good spot watch a parade, and then head on over to Splash and Thunder Mountain. So once we're there at Splash Mountain, Thunder Mountain, it really doesn't matter to us which one you hit first. They're literally right beside each other. Hopefully, fast passes are back, and one of these we've got a fast pass for. Yeah. But much like with Space Mountain, if your kids are too small, one of them, or too scared, you can do rider swap and enjoy both of these attractions. My favorite is Splash Mountain. A lot of people like Thunder Mountain more. Jamie, what's your favorite of those two?
Oh, geez. Probably Splash, actually.
So we're both Splash people.
Yeah. I love Big Thunder, but I think Disneyland's Big Thunder is slightly better.
I don't think it's slightly. I think it's infinitely better. And I think Splash Mountain is just as good as the Disneyland version.
Yeah.
If not, actually, I think maybe the Disney World's version is better. And so I really like the Splash Mountain here. What's nice is there's actually a kids' little play area right underneath the train track. It's a really, really nice place to stop, rest at this point during the day. Once I've done those two rides, I think we're heading into Adventureland.
We are, yeah. And then we're getting a Dole Whip.
This is now eating's really, really picking up steam at this point. We're getting a Dole Whip.
Yep.
Probably going with our Dole Whip and waiting in line to get on Pirates.
Yeah.
And then after Pirates, I think it's time for some Skipper Cantina.
Yes, for dinner.
The food is phenomenal. You get the same kind of quick wit and puns from your servers that are on the actual Jungle Cruise.
Yeah.
And then you got a lot of kind of little Disney just pieces of history, and it's just a beautiful restaurant. So we're talking our favorite day. We've just done Skipper's Cantina. I'm checking my app to see what is the wait time on Jungle Cruise. I know some people think it's lame. It's still one of my must-dos. I love the interaction with the skippers, with the cast members. Mm-hmm. At this point, we've ridden most of our major attractions that for us are must-dos or things that we really like to do. We're probably heading back over in front of the castle and picking a spot for the fireworks.
Yeah, and our favorite spot is usually on the grass kind of area.
Right in front of the Crystal Palace?
Yeah, and Casey's Corner.
Yeah.
Or we really like the spot right in front of the castle. If you are wanting to see like the full projections, then you are probably going to want to be right up there. Mm-hmm. Close.
So right now, unfortunately, the fireworks aren't going. I'm thinking they're going to be returning fairly soon. There's been rumors of testing and some of this kind of stuff rolling, but nothing has been confirmed yet. But so this is our dream day when all that stuff, parades, fireworks are back. Mm-hmm. After the fireworks are done, which, by the way, amazing fireworks show. Yeah. We're heading back into Fantasyland, and it's at this point, depending on what time the night closes, that you can actually get a lot of the stuff that you missed. So you can head into some nice air-conditioned Mickey's PhilharMagic at this point. Yeah. Maybe head on up to Ariel and the Little Mermaid ride.
Oh, yeah.
And then if it's a must-do for you...
Do Dumbo?
Then you can just do your classic rides that are just throw-ins at the end, but you can kind of hit them. Dumbo, Small World, and then right as the park is closing, I mean just minutes before the official closing, head to Peter Pan. It's the only way to do it where you're not going to be waiting 3 hours, and you can finish off your day there. As long as you line up before the end bell, you're in the line. As long as it takes you can do that ride, and then you get the Kiss Goodnight on your way out.
Yeah, the Kiss Goodnight on the castle. And we do find that once the fireworks end, people do really clear out.
Big time.
A lot of people with kids, that's when they kind of end their night. So if you can kind of push through, your kids can push through the tiredness, then you really will experience kind of low crowds around that time.
Now, this was all of your major must-dos. There are so many little magical moments, experiences that I'm sure we will make other videos about the little hidden treasures at Magic Kingdom. But for us, this is kind of our must-do Magic Day. And maybe if you are thinking about your next Disney vacation and you want to plan this kind of a day yourself, you know what? Contact this girl. She is a travel agent who specializes in Disney vacations, and she can help you have the most magical vacation possible.
That's right. And when people book with me, I actually send them itineraries for the parks for the day. And it includes like snack suggestions, what rides to do in what order to try and avoid the most crowds. So that's kind of just a bonus when you book your vacation with me.
Best of all, her services are completely free when you book through her. And so you can contact her by email, which is
jamie@clickthemouse.ca.
or you can go to the website clickthemouse.ca/Jamie. When you get to the website, make sure to click on the little link that says book with Jamie, and you'll make sure you can work with her.
That's right. So make sure to take a moment to like this video, subscribe to our channel, hit that little bell button so you can get notifications anytime we post more Disney planning content, and comment below. Let us know what your must-do ride or must-do food at the park Magic Kingdom is. Thanks for watching. Bye.